Hello my lovelies, here to do some live readings for you. Just setting it all up. Hello Neela. Hello lovely Kay. Hello Aquarian. For you, Aquarian and lovely Kay and Neela, here is a good video that you can watch about living, what's it called, acceptance of the end, okay? So Aquarian, that will really help you to stop wavering and looking at 3D, and also Neela as well, and lovely Kay as well. Lovely Kay, what's your question, my lovely, and the deck that you want me to use? 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5? Deck 2. And what's your first question? What are Des' thoughts of me? Can I trust her? Okay. Aquarian, you can check in, not on whether his energy has changed. Well, you can get a reading just to see what spirit says to you, where you are, what you need to fix. But that other video, that video that I've just linked will help you, okay? Because you are still 3D focused, I'm hearing, so I would like you to watch it as well. So Des's thoughts for you. Sorry, there's two there. I don't think you're going to marry her, so let's put that back in. Okay. I don't know if this is a business venture or something financial you're thinking of doing with her, because I've got a couple of finance cards here, or pentacle cards, but it can be your emotional security where this person is concerned. The feeling that I'm getting from her is that, or from Des, is that she's just sort of, all right, okay. Then it can be just your emotional security with this. I just feel that she is not quite sure what she wants in life, or is very sort of up and down in what she wants. So she's not sort of secure in herself. But again, Spirit is saying it's how you see things. You know, do you, if you're going to see her as being somebody you can't trust, then she has to prove that to you. Because what you assume to be true is what you're going to see reflected back. Your thoughts are creating how others treat you. So no, I'm not seeing anything dodgy in her energy, but it's your thoughts that create your assumptions of people. If you think she's a right bitch, then she's going to be a bitch back to you. It can be no other way. Okay, if you think she's someone you can't trust, then she's not going to be someone you can trust, because you create how others treat you through your assumptions of them. Okay, so I'm not getting any of my liar, deceit, or, you know, untrustworthy people out. From what I'm seeing is that she's just not really she's just one of those people who doesn't really know what she wants in her life at the moment. She's a bit always looking for more. So you might be misinterpreting that, just because she's not really settled in her life. So Spirit is saying value yourself more as well. So that's regarding her. It again depends how you are viewing her. Everyone is you pushed out. Again, type it into YouTube. Listen to what people are saying about what everyone is you pushed out means. Okay, it means, because I teach it in mindset and in the mentoring, okay, that how you view people, what you assume of them, is how they're going to treat you. They're the characters in your movie. So if you think she's untrustworthy, then my lovely, she might not prove it this week, but she will in time prove something that makes her untrustworthy, and you'll go, oh, I knew it. Why did you know it? Because you assumed it. Okay. What does she think about you? She sees you as somebody who she can trust. Okay, she might be like, she sees you like part of her family. She values you. She sees things being good between you here. So yeah, this is just like things being favorable. So there's nothing here that makes me question anything. Okay, so again, if you see her as somebody who respects you, values you, always shows up for you, is always respectful, okay, then that is how she's going, you know, a good friend or whatever, or somebody you can trust, then that's how she's going to be. But if you think she's going to be a liar and a scammer and you can't trust her, then she's got to prove you right. Everybody is an assumption, acts on the assumptions you have of them. Again, how do you want them to think? Okay? I've changed everybody in my life since knowing everyone is me pushed out. Whenever remember, nothing has a meaning till you give it a meaning. So give it a meaning that is benefiting you rather than not benefiting you. If you want her, how do you want her to be in your movie? Okay? And deck, third deck for the second part. Would it be okay to hang out with Tommy? Again, Spirit won't answer you. They will only give you guidance. It's your decision. Okay, it's your life. Spirit is not going to say yes or no. I've only ever twice out of 30 years of doing readings have Spirit said, tell that person that that other person is a danger or bad for them. Okay, is going to do them some harm in some way. So they all, I don't do yes no questions, because there is the yes or no is up to you. If you want to hang out with him, it's up to you. But what thoughts have you got about it? Oh, he probably doesn't want to hang out with me. He probably doesn't like me. Then that's what you're going to see reflected back. But if you're like, oh yeah, of course he wants to hang out with me. Why wouldn't he? Okay, I'm totally magnetic. I am totally irresistible. I'm fun. Everybody thinks I'm fun. So again, change your thoughts. It's never about what we go through. Spirit is saying humans go through life always thinking, what do other people think about me? And what do they feel about me? What do you think and feel about yourself, they're saying? Okay, what do you want other people to think and feel about you? How are you showing up in the world? If you're neglecting your own needs, they're saying. If you want to hang out with Tommy, you hang out with him. You just assume that he's happy to hang out with you. Okay? So this again is you picking the fruits. Okay, picking the fruits. You can have, if you want to hang out with him, it's up to you. Okay, it's up to you. You can make it where you get have a good time, or you can make it where you don't have a good time. Yeah, you know, it's only you being indecisive. Shall I, shan't I? What if this, but what's ifs, I's, you know, maybes. Okay, it's only you being indecisive here. Yeah, you can go and have a good time. Okay, but how it turns out is based on your thoughts, my lovely. We've got patience here. So this can come out as in you need, you know, be a bit more patient. Be patient with yourself. Don't rush things. Just go with the flow. Okay. Yeah, you know, enjoy the scenery. Okay, you're on this pathway. We don't want to rush through the woods because we're missing all the butterflies and the flowers and the trees in the woods. Okay, just to get through it because we think it's dark and scary when it's not. There's beautiful stuff in there. Okay, nature to look at. So enjoy the path. So that's why Spirit is saying, you know, be patient here and have fun. Have fun with that card there. It's again all in your thoughts. So again, nothing here on either question that is anything that is saying that you can't have what you want. It's all down to your thoughts, because your thoughts create. Aquarium, which deck do you want, my lovely? Hello, Wendy Ann. How are you? The 5th. Okay. That is Spirit's advice. It's not my personal advice. That's what they're saying, is there's nothing untoward other than the fears that you're putting on it or your lack of confidence in yourself. If you want to go and have a lovely time with him, it's not up to him, it's up to you. If you think that Des is going to be someone you can't trust, then she's going to prove that she's someone you can't trust. That is one of the universal laws, my lovely. That is Spirit's advice. As soon as I shuffle the deck, I'm asking them the questions and they're bringing you the answers through the cards. It's not my advice. Spirit is trying to, through me, teach us all, like many, many other previous people and current people, that it is you're the powerful creator of your 3D and the people in it. How you assume them. You're never changing anybody else or the world. You're changing your assumptions and standing in your power, because we are all made of energy and we are all divine beings. This human body is just a vehicle carrying us around for us to have what we want. The only limitations and fears that we have are the ones we impose on ourselves. Okay? In our imagination, there are no limits. Only those we put on ourselves. We're only ever limiting ourselves. Again, Spirit is saying here as well, there's nobody sitting you on the naughty step except ourselves. Okay? So because of our reasoning mind that stops us having what we want, because we talk ourselves out about it, or we say, oh no, he wouldn't want to hang out with me, or oh, I don't know if I can trust her, or whatever. Okay, people only reflect us back to us, which means that they reflect our thoughts, our fears, our insecurities about ourselves, about what we're thinking about them, or situations. That's why we can change things. Okay, we can improve our lives and have everything that we want. That's what we're here on this earth to do. But a lot of humans will go through life what they call asleep. That's why they're trying to bring through conscious awareness, okay, that you can consciously create. You can think about what you want instead of focusing on the problem all the time, as us humans do. So Spirit is saying, sorry to anybody who's listening in, okay, they use the cards as pictures for me. If you want a reader who's just going to read the tarot cards as they are, then please do not waste your money on me, because I am channeling Spirit and they are bringing through what they want people to understand, is that you're in full control. Okay, it's up to you, not other people, not Spirit, not the universe. It's up to you what you want, because your thoughts and your feelings are creating what happens in your 3D. It's just a mirror. Okay? And I had to learn this. And I didn't learn this till I was gone 50. Okay? So it took a lot for me, to what I've been through in life, to change my thoughts. And even now, sometimes I go back into my old programming, but I know how to get out of that and to turn things around quickly so that I do get what I want, because everyone is me pushed out. Again, Aquarium, before I've even started, they're saying, we're not trying, my lovely. If you're trying to be good so that you get your reward, you're keeping it from you because you're coming from the lack energy. Okay, I've been a good girl, I've been a good girl, so where is it? Because that's where you will be. Okay, so please don't come from it, from that, is this working because I've been really good. This is what we talked about in your mentoring as well. Okay, so let's see what the cards come out as. And so please watch that video that I linked as well. Yeah, again, straight away, look, you're overthinking. Okay, you're still sort of, you are overthinking, so you're going around in circles, but you're not feeling, okay, how can I say it? You're not feeling like you're the girlfriend. You're doing the things to get what you want. So here, he is thinking about you, Spirit is saying as well. He is definitely thinking about you, okay? But for you, it's all about how you are showing up. You're not doing it to get him back and then it fall apart again. They're saying you're doing it to sustain and maintain it because you're changing old ways of thinking about relationships and men. Okay, so we don't want to keep going round on this spiral here in your thoughts. We want to have faith that what we want is born into the 3D. You can have what you want, okay? But also Spirit is saying that he is thinking about you and obviously, you know, sees you as beautiful. He's not going to stop thinking that. It's just that you tapped into an unwanted version because of your fears and thoughts about men and relationships. Yeah, so it's all about having fun and living in the end, okay, the world, the what you want, staying within that circle of what you want, having fun. Okay, it's not trying, it's getting into that frequency of knowing, Spirit is saying, okay? But again, Spirit is saying that, you know, he is wanting to see you, he's missing you. But even if he turned up today, okay, you might have fun for a week or so, but then the old thoughts will still come in and you will self-sabotage again. Okay, they're saying that your energy is coming at it in the wrong way. When you watch that video, okay, it will help you to understand a bit more, they're saying. So I'll link it there as well. And that video is for any of you that is very 3D focused or still looking at 3D. Okay, thinking that 3D's got to change first. It's not. You change first within. Yes, and that's what they're saying here. See how you've got your eyes closed and what you want, it's internal. There's no one to change but self. You will know when you've shifted because you won't be looking for it. Okay, you won't be checking your phone. You won't be thinking, what's he thinking? What's he feeling? You know, because you will be like, of course I know what he's thinking. He's thinking about how much he's missing me and only me, how much he loves me and only me. Okay, of course he is, because I'm worth it and I deserve it and I get everything I want. Okay, so work on your self-concept, they're telling me now. Okay, it's about you. When you change, yes, you can throw and you can affirm like a banshee that he loves you and only you is missing you and that, but when he comes back it will just fall apart again. Okay, and Spirit is saying the whole point of you coming through is, they're saying it like that, coming through, is that you break that old pattern so that you can have the beautiful relationships that you want. Yeah, so that he doesn't go again. Okay, but so that you also get him coming towards you. Yeah, instead of you going, you know, making this a tit for tat as well, you know, yeah, but you did this and so I've got to do that, and then he's throwing it back at you. Okay, it's just continually stepping on each other to see who the winner's going to be, whose ego is going to get to the top, who's going to be right. Okay, and it's not like that. Yeah, he's yours. Okay, he's yours. But with this chess piece, they're saying, they're drawing me to it. They don't normally do this, but they're saying, you know, it's not about who can outmaneuver the other, who's going to win the game. It's how you're seeing yourself in your world. It's your personal reality and how you're seeing him showing up in your world. That's when you'll see movement. Because your destiny, if you like, your future is in your hands. You've got the dice that you're rolling here. You know, my clients that have the success, the clients through readings who have success, okay, and are not understanding or taking on board, like Spirit said, you know, a lot of humans cannot accept that there's nothing else creating their reality but you. Okay, that you're creating your reality. It's too much for some humans, they're saying. So a lot just carry on looking outside themselves. Okay, hence coming for readings. Okay, so the success that my clients have who are like that, who know, you know, I need a reading, I need to be told by Spirit, okay, because Spirit is neutral. It's not there to sit you on the naughty step. Okay, then they take away, oh, like I was saying the other day, a psychic told me that me and Bob are going to get together. Okay, so it must be true. So they believe that. Remember, it's your beliefs and your assumptions that create what happens in your 3D. But when you're questioning and you're looking back at 3D and you're saying, yeah, but I'm seeing this and I'm not getting anything, and how can that be true? Okay, that's where you're fighting it, they're saying. Okay, the ones, my clients who are on the mentoring side, all through here that have had a bit of mentoring but still getting readings to check in on their energy, they see the change comes in when they have changed. Okay, when they are feeling safe and secure within themselves, that knowing that they're good enough, knowing that they're worthy enough, knowing that they are, you know, can have beautiful relationships, because everyone is then pushed out and will. So they're only looking at the best version of their person, the best version of themselves, and the best version of the relationship that they want. But the other versions still exist. Spirit is saying there's a multi-dimensional, okay, it's quantum. So those other versions that we don't want, all possibilities and all outcomes exist. Okay, so they're saying that's where the mental diet still continues when you get your person back, so that you're not going back to your old programming or an unwanted version. You're not seeing them again as an unwanted version. You're on your mental diet of staying in that. Of course I'm loved. Of course I feel safe in this relationship. He loves me and only me, and I love him and only him. He's reliable. He always shows up for me. Okay, without this urgency, needy, I need him to change to make me feel better. Okay, so again, that all came from Spirit, not me, for anybody who's here to judge me or set fire to me or whatever. Okay, I channel Spirit, so take it up with Spirit if you don't like it. Not me. So no, they're telling me to take this, so what's in here then? Okay, so they're again telling you you're the magician. We're not creating your world, you are. So living your wish fulfilled. What is it, the outcome that you want, and stay in it as much as you can. You're not going to stay in it 100%, but it is the feeling. Okay, feeling that you're in, feeling like a girlfriend, not someone who's single, desperately trying to get somebody back. Okay, put the work in, my lovely. Put the work in. Ignore the 3D, okay? And here, ignoring the 3D. Staying in your wish, again, in your little bubble of meditating or scripting or whatever here, and focusing on the end that you do want. Yeah, he's definitely thinking about you, but make sure that your thoughts when you think about him are lined up with the version that you're only going to entertain. They're not saying either of you are ill. This is coming out as in a stress. Okay, so he is missing you. Okay, they want you to know that he's missing you. Why wouldn't he? He's not going to suddenly not have feelings about you when you were so close. But also, you're, again, sort of, if you carry on doing this in the frame of mind of I've got to be good so that I get what I want. It's not a reward. It's not a project. It's not a bonus at work. Okay, you're doing it to change your life, they're saying here. Yeah, so that you feel like you've got hit the jackpot. Okay, because I keep thinking about how rude he was. There you go. So you remember, your thoughts go out as energy. It's energy. So think of it like your phone waves, okay, like communication waves through the phone. We can't see phone signals going around, but when you're there going, he's so rude, I can't believe that, you know, if he felt like I thought he loved me, but he's so rude, okay, then what's going across to him? She thinks I'm rude, so I know I'm not rude, but she thinks I am, so I've got to play that part in her movie, and he will continue being rude. He'll come back in and he'll be rude. Okay, so we don't want that one. Seeing yourselves as in the perfect relationship you want, and the doves are showing it to be peaceful. If you were a loving couple, you would not be thinking how rude he is. It's not trying to get one up on each other. It's not games, okay? And that's why a lot of couples do argue, because it's an ego thing. Yeah, but I'm right, you're wrong. Yeah, but you're wrong and I'm right. Okay, we're not getting up. It's unconditional love. Unconditional love, where that means There's no conditions. There's no expectations. You love them for who they are, but how they show up is based on your thoughts. Okay? Yeah, because you're looking at him as he hurt me, he deceived me. He was false. Okay, I thought he really liked me. How could I have been so stupid? You're not. Okay, it's just that your thoughts about men in your past came up again because it's so deep rooted, and that's what you've got to change. So working on your self-concept of how you see yourself and relationships, and we do that as well with revision. So changing the story, Spirit is saying. Okay, changing the story for simple terms. Yeah, and he'll be back. Okay, so really shift your thoughts, my lovely. Take a note, even if you do it for 3 days. Okay, everywhere, if you look at the Bible, it says 3 days. Okay, creation's done, but you just need to affirm for 3 days and then just go on knowing the rest of the time after that it's done. Okay, you think about it and you're like, it's already done, it's already mine. Of course he loves me, and of course we're in a beautiful relationship. It's seeing you. It's not just about saying he loves me, he wants me, he can't stop thinking about me, he misses me. It's you feeling like you're in that beautiful relationship. It's your feeling state as well, your knowing state that you are loved. Of course you're in a beautiful relationship that attracts what you want. Okay, so really shift how you are and not self-sabotaging. Let's do a final one here for you. Yeah, this is not the divine masculine. Okay, this comes out as like a bit like the hunter-gatherer. We've all got masculine and feminine energy, but it's you stepping into your power. Okay, and using this to grow. So we're not looking at the pocket watch, which is time. Okay, and that video that I linked will explain about the journey as well. Okay, so please, after this, now I finished your reading, my lovely, go and listen to that video. And for any of you as well, you know, I'm not here to judge anybody. Jesus, you know, my life has been horrendous in places. So I'm on this journey the same as all of you. Okay, what Spirit is teaching is what they have brought into my life to save my life. Okay, because where I was going in my 40s, if I hadn't have come across this, and if they hadn't changed through my readings as well and directed me to things to look at, to teach me this law, then I would be a very sad woman today, because I was heading for being a very bitter, twisted woman, even though I've always been spiritual. Okay, so it's taught me how to change my life. So never ever think that I'm judging any of you. When I am doing a reading, this is not me talking, because I sympathize, because I've been there. Okay, this is always Spirit talking through me. When I have got reading head on, this is Sophia who is channeling Spirit. I am totally different when I'm doing readings if you meet me. And a lot of you who've had one-to-ones with me in mentoring will know okay, how different I am. And Spirit is saying as well, they're not judging you. There is no judgment, only the judgment you are putting on yourselves. And Aquarian, sometimes, yeah, I will watch videos that Spirit directs me to, and when I watch it again, I hear it in a different way. Okay, there have been millions of videos I have seen myself, but because what I do is I will go to sleep at night at times when I feel like I'm not grasping it, because it's so easy to go back to human mode, if you like, and thinking negative, and I still catch myself doing it. I still find myself saying it and forgetting that I'm the power. Okay, it's me who is making my 3D happen. So sometimes I'll go to bed at night and I'll say, you know what, higher self, just what else do I need to know? And I'll wake up in the morning and I put on YouTube, you know, when I've done my meditating or whatever, and there's always a video to say, here's what you need to know. Okay, this is another piece of the puzzle that you aren't grasping. Okay, so I am having to go through it as well. The reason I became a mindset coach or mentor as well is to help people to, because I've been doing this for 6 years on my journey, but teaching it for, you know, being a coach for 4 years, is to help you to get there quicker instead of going through for it to take years and years and years. But in that video, you know, the coach on there as well rightly says how long it takes is for your personal growth. It will take as long as it takes for you to realize that you're in your power and to be able to shift things quickly. So never judge yourself or beat yourself up, because we need the negatives to still see where we are going in our thoughts. Because there's some days I can do my affirmations and scripting or whatever, or, you know, and then 10 minutes later I've gone back to old thoughts again. So I'm just as guilty as all of you. So please don't ever think that I'm here judging any of you, because believe me, I've need a kick up the ass or two. I'm learning from these readings too. Okay, because it's Spirit telling everyone. So don't feel, you know, where some of you just watch the readings. I'm listening to them as well. I'm learning from them. Let's put them away. Thank you, Vinka. But again, it's, you know, a combination of them all. Me and Spirit. You know, from the readings are from Spirit for you. You're not paying me, you're paying for their advice. And also, Sasha, where you say, so does that mean that even though we do most of the work, it can still take a while to show up? You're doing all the work, my lovely. All your thoughts are creating. There's nothing else creating your 3D. And creation's already done. If you can think of something, Spirit is reminding you that creation is done. You're never creating anything new. All you're doing is matching the frequency of it by feeling like the person who has it. You're not looking for it. And that is very difficult to do. Jesus, I have, even though I teach it now, okay, I can be teaching it and then still do it myself. Okay, that's why, again, I never judge any of you, because I know how difficult it is to change your whole way. Okay. With spirits, I've always known that they were there. I used to just think when I was a child that I was magic. I thought it was magic, not doing magic tricks. I just thought it was magical and magic. But then, as growing up as a teenager, and you're taught not to use your imagination and don't be silly, you didn't see that, and blah, 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 I blocked it out. So it wasn't until sort of I would go to a lot of psychics during my 20s and 30s, and they were always like, "Why are you coming to us? You can do this." And I was like, "No, I can't. No, I can't." I didn't believe in myself. I just thought I was, when I was hearing things, I was just blocking it out. So it really sort of came back around again. I always remember going to a psychic who said when I was in my 40s and my children were older that I would do it to help others. And it did happen that way. As they got older, I had more time because I wasn't a working mum trying to put food on the table. Going out full-time work. I've always worked full-time. Not now, but yeah, so something I'm not getting why, as you know the situation still, I won't even say it, but yeah, so Sasha, you go and watch that video as well, my lovely. That will help you to answer that question. Right, I must move on. Sorry, my lovelies, waffling here. So Quattro, let's have a look here. What do I need to work on to bring in abundance of energy? Okay. I think Quattro, you wanted deck 3. Did I see in the chat? Let me go back. Third deck, yeah. Deck 3. Okay, so let me just do who's come through for readings while I've been waffling here. We've got Quattro, we've got Cece, then we've got Kay, and then we've got Wendy Ann. Woohoo! And Wendy Ann is moving. Do, 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 do. Yay! Excellente. Okay, Quattro. So just general advice for you, really. Okay. Okay. So how do you get the relationship you want, Michael? How do you get everything that you want, the finance and everything? Okay, Spirit is saying exactly the same. Okay, the universal laws are there because they're fixed and they're always working. Okay, so your destiny is up to you. The next stage in your life, what you want is up to you. Okay, your happy relationship, all the money that you want. Okay, so they're saying, how do you get that? By swords are your thoughts. So watching your thoughts, watching the meaning you're giving to things. Okay, because the meaning you give to things is what you're going to see reflected back. So leaving the thoughts that are not serving you and only taking with you the thoughts that do. So in money, where are your thoughts financially? I have to work hard for money. I have to get a good paid job. You don't actually, because the universe is abundant. There's plenty of money in the universe. It's only ever the story you're telling yourself that is limiting yourself. So leave the thoughts behind that are not serving you, that are not benefiting you regarding love, regarding yourself, regarding everything in your world, because your world is a reflection of your thoughts. So watch your thoughts, cut out the thoughts, sit there as the boss of your reality, and every time a thought comes out and you find yourself doing, oh, I really wish I had more money, but, or I really wish that so and so liked me, but, okay, look at that but. Look at your butt. They're saying, and take note of where you're going. Is it a thought that needs to be left behind because it's not serving you, or a thought that is taking you? Okay, so financially, oh yeah, I have lots of money. No, that's not true, because I have lots of money. Okay, even though your 3D is not reflecting that you've got lots of money at the moment, okay, when you are reminding yourself that you do have, because it's your dominant thoughts. Okay, so they're taking the dominant portion here. It's taking 5 swords with him instead of 2. Okay, so the dominant thoughts is what is going to create what happens in your future without your buts. Okay, so they're reminding you here, you're the magic wand. Wands Spirit will bring through for me. Swords are always thoughts. Pentacles is your emotional security and financial security. Wands are your desires and passions. So everything that you're passionate about and desire is in your hands. It's nobody else's. Okay, so if you're looking to others to help you, they're only reflecting you back to you. Okay, yes, others will turn up to bring you your desires, thinking it's their idea, but it has to come from you as to what you're thinking. So say if you wanted a pay rise at work, okay, and you are looking at 3D thinking, oh, but nobody's had a pay rise for years, or oh no, that, you know, I was looking for a 10 grand pay rise, but there's no way I'm going to get that. You know, that's where you leave those thoughts behind that are restricting yourself, because the meaning you're giving to things is what's going to happen. So start giving them, oh, the company I work for has got plenty of money. Yeah, we're, you know, they can easily give me a 10 grand pay rise. The how and the when is never your job, Spirit is reminding me to say that. Okay, the how and the when's not your job. So that video again is general. It's not about a specific person. It's not about money. It's about getting everything. Is looking at what you want and not at what you don't want. So again, Spirit is saying everything you want, all the opportunities are there for you, but look at where your thoughts are trapping you. The thoughts you're dominantly going round and round in your head. Okay, because they're saying you can have your beautiful family life. You can have the home you want, the money you want, everything that you want. You can have, again, the world, everything that you want, your home, your marriage, all the money you want. Okay, but we have to heal or you have to heal, well, we all do, from the thoughts that are not serving us. We are all divine beings. We are perfect as we are. It's only our thoughts and that we keep dragging into today that is stopping us getting what we want. Believe me, I've been there. So with this card, you can stay hidden in your cave or you can come out. Okay, this light here is always like a handrail for me. You can be guided out by shifting your thoughts. So with this card, with the hunger, is we all have two wolves inside of us. Okay, we have, if you like, the negative and the positive. We can never fight off the negative. We can't kill the negative because it will always come in. Okay, lovely. That's lovely because it's spirit talking through me, not me. So what would they say? So we all have the two wolves. So think of it as positive and negative, good and evil, or whatever you want to call it, good and bad, or whatever. We can't kill off one or the other. Because even if we were negative all the time, bar humbug, we're going to see some positive things in our life. But it's which wolf we feed the most. Okay? So if we're going to keep feeding the positive wolf more than, and just give scraps to the other wolf, then which wolf is going to thrive? Which wolf is going to get big and chunky and healthy? The positive wolf, and vice versa. Okay, so it's always which wolf we're feeding, because we can't destroy negative wolf. We need negative to come in to remind us where we're still being negative or in the old story. Okay, so you can have, again, your beautiful house, your beautiful relationship. You can have all the money you want. We need to leave buts at the door. Okay, we need to leave the buts behind. Again, the magician in the mirror. How many times do they do that? Okay, they will always bring that out when I'm splitting the deck. This one or the magician in one of the decks, because you are the magician. You're creating what you get reflected back in 3D. Yeah, you're the man holding everything in your hands. You can have everything you want. Your emotional security and your financial security is in your hands, they're saying. So remember that, my lovely. Always look at the meaning you're giving to things. Is it hindering me or serving me? Is it benefiting me or not? Because whatever meaning you're giving to things is what you're going to see reflected back. Okay, Cece, which deck for you, my lovely? And then it is Kay and then Wendy Ann. Okay, CC is before you, but Addison doesn't see the payments in which order they come through. CC, which deck do you want, my lovely? Okay. So regarding your SP, okay, he is definitely thinking about you. Okay, he sees you as the main female, even though you're not seeing it in the 3D. Okay, so but this is more his higher self saying, you know, again, don't feel that nothing's happening. See the grass growing here as if like, well, I've been doing the work and nothing's moving. Okay, don't ponder this, don't overthink this, because you know, don't start judging yourself. Release that judgment. Any unwanted thoughts about him, like, oh, I'm doing all this work and I'm still not getting anything from him, or I wonder what he's thinking or feeling. Remember, it's always, what do you want him to be thinking and feeling? What do you want him to be doing in your movie? Okay, because you're starting to put that pressure on yourself. So again, for this, even though he's seeing you as the main female in his life as well, okay, you have to realize that you're the main, you know, you're the boss of your reality. You're not giving your power to anyone else. So Spirit is saying here as well, look at anything where you are still thinking that of past stories, like what happened, okay? And also don't feel that you're lying to yourself, okay? It's your inside within that creates, not outside. 3D is the effect. You're the cause, 3D is the effect. So again, that video that I've linked, which I'll do again, will help you as well to stay focused. And the rest of the reading about, you know, where you're saying about feeling burnt out, they're saying you have to give to yourself what it is that you are truly going to love in your life. Okay, we give it to ourselves within first, to what we want to enjoy, okay? But don't get stressed. Okay, don't get stressed here. You need to nourish yourself. So when they bring this card, they mean physically. So making sure you're eating and drinking and sleeping properly, exercising or whatever. Okay, mentally and emotionally. Nourishing yourself. Giving yourself everything that you want first as well. You give yourself the world, the moon and the stars. As within, so without. Okay. Stop thinking about what other people think about you as well, because how you're thinking about yourself and them is what's being reflected back. So again, watch that video, my lovely. Okay. And that will help explain as well, you know, where you're saying you keep having tears. We have to let those feelings out, but don't sit there judging yourself. Don't sit there making yourself ill. Or everybody else seems to be getting what they want, but why am I not getting it? Believe me, I've been there myself. Okay, but it's just teaching me and reminding me, because that's when I'll wake up the next morning and there's a video saying everything's within you. Okay, it's all within you. You have to do this. You've got the power. Okay, reminding myself I'm not looking for the 3D to change. I'll know when the 3D's changed because I will see it. But if I keep looking for it, I'm not going to see it. Okay, we're not forcing anything. We are in that knowing that if we've given it to ourselves, it's done. Okay, I quite often have to do that. I will spend a couple of days, and I'm still a little so-and-so for doing it myself. Okay, so, you know, when I'm doing the readings, it's spirit telling you, remember that. And they're telling me as well. Okay, they're reminding me that I don't stick to it enough. Some things I can, you know, I've proved it time and time and time again. So I know how it all works. That's why I teach it. I took 2 years doing it on myself and then 4 years teaching it. So, but there's still times when I really am invested in something that I want, that I forget to do it properly. Okay, I'm looking at 3D. Yeah, but time's running out and I need it and I want it, and I don't get it until I have reminded myself I've already given it to myself through the imaginal act I did about it, through my vision board, through the scripting or the affirmations. So when I start to want it again and I've satisfied myself and I'm feeling good, but then I'm still looking for it, I have to really remind myself it's already done, it's already mine. I'm not going to think about it anymore. It's already mine. It's a done deal. I've already created it. It's already done. That's when it will suddenly come in. Okay, so don't judge yourself. We're all learning to undo what we've imposed on ourselves. Okay, so start to nourish yourself again here, they're saying. And again, you know, when you're thinking, and I find I still do it, even though I know everyone is me pushed out. Okay, when I start to think, oh, I wonder what someone thinks about me, or oh God, I wonder how they're going to be today, I have to remind myself, well, how do I want them to be? Okay, how do I want them to be? And they change pretty fast. Yeah, look at this. Free yourself. What does it say here? It's time to take back control of your life. the unicorn, a mystical creature in your imagination. But what is it? It's trapped. It's trapped. So let your imagination go free. It's your imagination that creates. Okay? So take back control. Remind yourself, no, I'm the boss. It's my personal reality. I can have, be, and do whatever I want. I'm a divine being. I'm a spiritual being. Your body does not control you. Your thoughts do not control you. You are in full control of everything, all of you. It's only the limitations you're putting on yourselves. You can all have the abundance that you want. You can all have, be, and do everything that you want. But watch what you're thinking. This is Spirit Subtle Ways of saying, look, what you're thinking. See how when I split decks, the cards are there for the pictures to show you all. Okay, it's not just me sitting here in my imagination imagining things. Okay, as I'm talking to you, they're backing it up because it's them channeling through me. Right. There was another video I was watching that reminds me of what you're saying there. I don't know, but take time out. Okay, take time out. I do it as well. Yeah, like Stormy's saying as well. Stormy does readings as well. Okay, take time out. Every time you go to think about remember, Spirit is saying, they're jumping in again now. When you focus on the problem, you're keeping the problem there. If you are trying to fix the problem, you're keeping it in place by focusing on it. So sometimes I have to say to myself, you know what? I've done more than enough. I am going on holiday, a mental holiday where that situation is involved. Okay, so I will, if I am worrying about money or something like that, okay, and I'm seeing the opposite in 3D to what I'm affirming, and I know how I feel inside, I just say, you know what, I've done more than enough. I've done enough. And then when I think about it again, I say, no, it's already done. It's already mine. I'm on holiday. I'm not going to think about it anymore. I haven't gone on holiday. I'm having a mental holiday from that situation so that I don't keep focusing on it. Because remember, what you focus on grows. Okay, so just take time out and it will either come in automatically because you've left it alone. You're not focusing on it. Or it just gives you time to come at it from a different angle, to nourish yourself in the meantime. Go and have fun. Don't even think about it. Every time it comes into your head, SP comes into your head or work or whatever. No, I'm on holiday. Okay, I know it's already mine. I know it's already done. I always get everything I want. I'm worth it and I deserve it. So I know it's already mine. I'm on holiday. Thank you very much. Okay, and then when you start to feel better within yourself, start again from blanket statements, do self-concept statements. Okay, I always do mine every day. I'm never doing it about really what I want. I'm doing it more on my self-concept, reminding me how I'm showing up in the world and seeing myself and how others are showing, will reflect that back to me. Yeah, and exactly, Stormy, I tell myself that's what I've got down as a goal. And I say that, yeah, I easily make 5,000 a month now. Nowhere near that in the 3D, okay, but I don't focus on that. If I do start focusing on it, I'm like, oh, that's just a glitch. The payments are being held up somewhere or whatever. Okay, I normally make that amount. So I'm not looking at the problem. I'm looking at it as if the problem is a glitch, because it's usually perfectly fine. Say if you've got acne, okay, you've got spots on your face, and you've been tried all creams, you've tried all lotions and potions, you've tried manifesting them away, but they're still there, and you're still looking at them going, oh god, I've tried everything and I've still got acne or whatever. Okay, come at it from a different angle, as if you've normally got clear skin and the spots are just temporarily here. Okay, so the same with SP, the same with money, with anything. You could say, oh, well, normally my skin's really clear. I wonder what this outbreak's caused, but it'll be gone soon, because I always have clear skin. It's normal for me to have clear skin. Same with an SP. Okay, if you can flip it, then say, oh, SP hasn't contacted me today, but they usually do. It's just a glitch. There must be a glitch on the phones or something like that. But so you're training your, remember, when the things that you give meanings to is what you're going to see. So if you're focusing on meanings that are not serving you, this is hard, it seems to be working for everybody else, I must be doing something wrong, whatever, okay, say, no, I'm doing everything right. The only rules I've got in my life is the ones I'm imposing on myself. I was doing something today and I could hear myself giving myself orders, and I was like, well, it's only me telling myself that. It's only me imposing those limitations on myself. So I changed it straight away and felt an instant shift in my energy. So again, nothing has a meaning till you give it a meaning, my lovely. Okay, sorry, Kay. You said something about what does somebody think about you or feel about you. Let me go back. Is that Eli? How does Eli feel about you? Okay, and which deck do you want, Kay? Again, that video will help. Kay, just remind me which deck you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The second. Right, Eli. Ten cards, right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Are you in? I'm not sure here. I am sure actually. Sorry, that was me just being stupid. Spirit just said you stupid. Yes, I am. Right. Okay. A lot of emotional cards for him here. So I don't know if you two have broken up or whether you are just, it's new, okay, and he's going through a lot of emotions that he's getting over, okay, or going through in himself. So can you just clarify if not in communication, okay, but you've had a relationship together, yeah? We met 4 years ago. Okay. So did you actually have a relationship? Okay, good, good, good. Um, right, you're the woman who's got his heart. Okay, so he's never forgotten you. Okay, that's fine. If even if it's a strong connection, I know that there's another lady in the chat who never actually had a relationship, but is um, changing her thoughts and starting to see that this person is now coming towards her. Okay, so yes, he does still think about you, woman holding heart. And the romance angel card for you is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you the romance you want. But what they're saying here is that he is definitely in a place where he is not having a good time in his life. Okay, he might be in another relationship that he's absolutely miserable in. It might be his work or just life in general where he's just feeling very caught up in his emotions, very down at the moment here. Again, scattered emotions here, but there are changes, okay, where he will start to pull himself together and turn his back on those emotions that aren't serving him and start to take control of his thoughts. So he's going through a rough time at the moment, but he will change in his thoughts when you change in yours as well. So spirit is telling you to take action in your thoughts, the same as what they've said to everybody else. The white horse is your positive, the dark your negative. Which one's in lead? So again, making sure that you're having more positive thoughts. So when you think about him, what are you thinking about him? Oh, he's probably forgotten about me, or I wonder if he ever thinks about me, or whatever. Okay, remember, we're all attached by energy. There's no such thing as separation. Separation is an illusion because we can have inner conversations with him. We can close our eyes and feel his energy around you or see him in your mind's eye. Okay, so how do you see yourself? When I'm mentoring my clients, I say, see yourself as first best. You're always chosen. Okay, you always have happy, healthy relationships so that you're retraining the way you think. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance here. Letting the old fall away so that you can go forward, merrily making your new way. Okay, going on your new journey towards what you want. So if you want to be in a relationship with this person, start to have those inner conversations. Again, that video that I linked, go and check out their other channel. I mean, the rest of the other videos on their channel, because they have loads on there about how to get your specific person back. They teach exactly the same things as I do, okay? They had a brilliant story back along where somebody had literally met somebody for 10 minutes at a party 10 years ago, okay, and had never forgotten about him, but didn't know his full name, didn't have numbers or anything. So when she heard that you can get anybody back in your life, you can be with anybody, she did take coaching with one of the coaches, and the coach helped her to get them back. Why? Because it was all seeing herself in that relationship. How would she be thinking and feeling if they were dating? Okay, and he found her 10 years later. Okay, but she put a load of assumptions in the way, like, oh, it was 10 years ago, we met briefly at a party for 10 minutes, he's probably married, he's probably doesn't even remember me. It doesn't matter. Everyone is you pushed out. You can be and do whatever you want. You can have whoever you want as well. Just align your thoughts with what you would like your outcome to be, because it already exists. Okay, we're never creating anything new. Creation's already done the minute we think about it or want something. It's just whether we are telling ourselves we can't have it for all the reasons, or that we can. Follow your heart, Spirit is saying. Follow your heart. Your heart is your true sat-nav, not your reasoning mind that's trying to logically say, no, you can't have it. It's been goodness knows how long. Why the hell would he even think about you or whatever? No. Okay, take action in your thoughts. And I just saw there, hostile and the world. So fight off those hostile thoughts that are telling you all the reasons why logically it seems impossible, and think only of the world that you want. Okay? But he's not very happy where he is, so that is not very nice for him, but it is encouraging for you as well, because when you are aligning your thoughts to, oh, of course he wants me and only me, I'm all he's ever wanted, you know, I am beautiful, I'm irresistible. Okay, it will change, however long it takes, but it's not impossible. I have to remind myself of that as well. I have to remind myself that all things are possible. However impossible it seems, all things are possible. And funnily enough, I've been having that reflected back on programs where I've heard so many things in programs lately saying, oh my God, I never thought that was possible. As if Spirit is saying, remember, all things are possible. Creation is already done. We live in a quantum, okay, world, not a linear world. Okay, pink. So let's go to Wendy Ann. So well done, Wendy Ann, that you're actually moving. That's good. So any advice for Wendy Ann? What advice for Wendy Ann? The world. Okay, so they're saying you're getting what you want because you've remained dominantly. Okay, they're not saying 100%, but they're saying dominantly you've been focusing on what you want so that you get what you want. And look how it's all unfolding. They're reminding me to say to you as well to be proud of how you've turned this around. You know, what's it been a year since you've been back in contact with each other about that. And look, you know, they're saying if we'd have said to you, or if somebody had said to you back along that you would be living together and you would be fine together, you'd be moving over there, you would never have believed it. But you believed in what you wanted. So well done. Be proud, because look at you there, getting everything that you want. It's like as well that I'm getting the feeling, I'm looking at this on the camera, but it's like you've gone through a portal into that other dimension where suddenly you're getting to be living with him, moving across the other side of your country to be with him when you were in no contact for so long. So it's making me want to cry, actually. It's making me want to cry because I know the journey you've been on and what Spirit is saying. Just be so super, super proud at how you've turned it around, because you really can have the whole world that you want, and you know you can. Never doubt. Come back into your power, because you've come so far. Only look to the future that you want, not ever back at the past. The past, you're not that person anymore. That was a previous movie. You're making a beautiful new movie now. Yeah, never doubt. Okay, never look outside yourself. Believe in yourself, because everything you want is right there. Yeah, again, you know, they're sort of where this crystal ball is lit up. You've got the power. Your future, you're making your future. Nobody else. So never doubt. Okay, never feel that the door's locked, that you can't have anything, because you can. You are your world. See yourself as this beautiful couple. Okay, see yourself as this happy ending to your movie, the 10. Okay, getting everything that you want. This pink lotus for me is always like your sixth sense, your third eye. Okay, so it's all in your imagination. You can have everything you want. It's your imagination that creates. Yeah, even in times when you feel that nothing's changing, that you're sat there, well, I've been trying to get this, but it's not happening. It will. Look at things. That's how I have to remind myself. Okay, I have to remind myself when I'm starting to think, well, nothing's shifting. I have to say, look, I always get what I want, because I know I do. It always turns up. At times when I've sat there thinking, oh, nothing seems to be shifting, when I leave it alone, okay, and just know it's done, it will come in. So I know I do get what I want, even at times when I feel that nothing is changing and I'm looking for it. So it's just sort of advice for you going forward, to remember to believe in yourself. Never doubt. Look how far you've come. Let's move on with these. Always look at things, be balanced. Okay, but again, we're looking at that water vessel of half full or half empty. Okay, remember the meaning that you're giving to things. Nothing has a meaning until you give it a meaning. So is it going to be something that is working in your favor or that's going to hinder you? That's been one big thing that Spirit has really been on at me to remind me for the last 2 weeks. Remember the meaning. Okay, that's why I said about it on the Instagram. Is it going to be a meaning? And I find that I'm starting to give myself meanings that are not benefiting me, and I have to stop and tell myself the meaning that I want to be seeing that is going to benefit me. That might have been me thinking that, but I was thinking, I wonder if you'll get remarried. So seeing yourself as a happy couple. Okay, perhaps the two of you will get married again, but either way, just feeling happy in the relationship. You've got the relationship that you want. Yes, there may still be some little tweaks, but it's always, remember how you are seeing him showing up in your movie as well as yourself. Yeah, feeling like you've hit the jackpot. Okay, Addison, thank you, my lovely, and I hope you feel better soon. Okay, this is religious factors. Now, it says on the card, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So it's, again, for me, when I see this card, when Spirit brings it out, is mainly to, again, it doesn't matter what others think or your past beliefs or assumptions. Always look at the meaning you're now giving, because it's on your spiritual path. Yeah, the changes, you got the light on now. You're not walking in the dark. You're walking with the light on, okay, with this beautiful sunshine. Your happiness is with you, okay? And yes, family factors as well, because, again, look at the meaning and the assumptions you're having about things, okay? Remember, keep your focus on your target. You've got the skills to make this work for the two of you. It's very hard to say with like his mother, okay, or your son as well, you know, to go back to the old story, only see them as the character you want in your movie. That's what I have to do. I have to write it down as if this has always been how this person is in my movie, and I only focus on that and not the old story. Okay, I've got a quick one to two lines about them. Good. So you are seeing the changes in her as well. Ooh, got that upside down, I think. Yes, right. But well done, and can't wait to hear the next installment. Oh, well, I'm perfectly healthy. I'm perfectly healthy. Are you selling where you are, Wendy Ann, or were you renting it anyway? Good, good, good. Ah, right, okay. So good, good, good. Have you got a house that you're going to be living in together? I know you said something about a caravan before. And yes, the caravan. Okay. Well, you know that you can manifest a beautiful house by wherever you want to be, by the sea or in the country or wherever. Just see yourself as already in it. And again, this video will help to keep you on track. Yes, so Aquarium. Whenever you think of him, only think of him as the version you want showing up. How you want to be treated by him, how you feel in the relationship, how you feel about yourself. Because you've got a lot of old story there as well. Yes, went down as well. This is true because it was some time ago. let me give you, again, if you go on the Create Your Future channel where that video is, they haven't long done one about revision. I think, who was it who did it? Just go and watch them anyway, because again, looking through, you know, there's loads on there. But one of them did do a revision. Here are 3 types of revision done. Let me put it in so you can find it quickly. There you go. That'll help you to revise as well. Avantika, it is payments only, my lovely. Sorry, my moderator wasn't feeling very well, so she went off. And look at what, Aquarian, look at what Wendy Ann's just put, you know, had wobbles along the way, got him back, forced the connection, but he ran off again. Okay, so she had to change. There's never anybody to change but self. We're not changing anybody else. We're changing how we see ourselves, love, relationships, work, money, okay, ourselves, other people, particular people. Yes, inner change, as within, so without. Okay, my lovely Avantika, what is your question and which deck do you want me to use out of these 5? Not part of that one. These 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. I don't answer questions like that, so you're just going to have to take what Spirit brings out, because I don't get timings, I don't get people. Okay, so if the marriage card comes out, and it's only for 12 months as well, so just because if there's no marriage card, then it doesn't mean that you'll never get married. It just means that probably not in the next 12 months. Advice for Avantika about marrying somebody. Any advice? Okay. So the advice that Spirit is giving you here is to, at the moment you're feeling shut out in the cold. Okay, so you're not with the person that you want to be. That is up to you, Spirit is saying. Okay, and there's a video here to help you understand that, because I've just been talking about it for the whole time I've been on here for 2 hours. Okay, so again, it is up to you. You're the only person putting the meaning to things that is keeping you left out in the cold. It's never about your specific person. It's about your thoughts regarding them. Okay, here's another video that will help you. Okay, those two videos. So Spirit is saying, be balanced in what you're thinking and feeling. Usually these are up and down. Okay, so one's up in the air and one's further down. But this card, when it comes out, is showing be more balanced. Your eyes are closed, so you're not looking at the stormy shit in your 3D, showing you that you haven't got your specific person that you want, or there's nobody new. Okay, it's up to you who you want. You can have whoever you want. It's only the story you're telling yourself and the meaning you're giving to things that is stopping you getting what you want. So be balanced. Okay, what is it you want? Your happiness is in your hands. You can have whatever commitments that you want. Okay, you can have the house that you want. You can have everything that you want. The only waiting is the waiting you're causing yourself by where you're dominantly looking at 3D, or the story and meaning you're giving to things. Okay, so those two videos will help you, Avantika. Here, Spirit is saying. So because the Hangman, you can reach up and untie your feet. You can reach up and move along forward in your life. Okay, so Spirit is saying there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So you obviously still have feelings with your person that you are telling yourself, due to your 3D showing you that I can't have him, and all the reasons why you're telling yourself based on either what's happened or what you're seeing. Change them and you will get what you want. Whether it's him or new love, you can have whoever you want. Okay, so being led towards what you want, your treasure chest here. But having your self-love. How you are showing up in the world is how others will see you. Okay, so I am always loved and adored. I am beautiful. I am irresistible. I always have healthy, happy, harmonious relationships. Okay, it's getting out of that old talk and old meanings we're giving to things, and looking at the meaning we do want to give to things. So changing. But those two videos will help you. Again, go and explore other videos on their channel. They've got loads. You can have your original person. You can have a new love. It's up to you. Nobody in spirit will ever tell you what you can and can't have, because it's neutral. It's not his thoughts, it's your thoughts. Okay, go and watch those two videos, and please explore their channel, all the other videos, because it is mainly SP related. Okay, loads and loads of success stories on their channel, because it's all from different coaches who are working with people all the time. I mean, I've got my other channel, but it's all about how you look at your world and the assumptions and the beliefs and the meaning you're giving to things. Change all of that and you will get what you want. And it's from lots of other men and ladies who have been in what seems hopeless, impossible situations where their SP is with somebody else, or has told them to drop off the face of the earth, or just ghosted them, and they've got them back. Okay, you have to change within in order to see the changes outside of you. And we do that with your self-concept. Okay? If you want your original person, you can have him. It has nothing ever to do with your SP. And the second video is telling you why. You do, Stephen. But remember, no health or anything. Let me just put it in because my moderator wasn't feeling very well, so she's gone. And everything is in the description box below. The payment link. Okay. The lady who's paid, I think you're Yoga Love. I don't want to say your real name. And then Stephen, you're after Yoga Love. I think it's Yoga Love. Okay, Stephen, I've just got a lady before you. So get your question ready. And which deck you want, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. And Yoga Love, I think it's you that's paid. Let me know your deck that you want me to use as well. Okay, deck 3 for when it's yours. Okay, let's just see if this lady does tell me which deck she wants. If not, I'll choose one for her anyway. I'll just have a sip of water while I'm waiting. Yoga Love, are you there, my lovely? Okay, Wendy Ann, are you still in the chat? Or Aquarian, if you still are, keep an eye out for if Yoga Love or somebody says that they paid. Stephen, what's your question, my lovely? Because I'll do yours and wait and see if Yoga Love turns up. If not, I'll do hers with a deck anyway after yours. Okay, so that's good. So let's have a look. And deck 3. Okay, so you've got 10 cards, haven't you, my lovely? So David. Okay. Okay, yes, he is feeling very down. Okay, so he is focusing, his emotions are more focused on problems in his life than what he wants here. So let me carry on. Yeah, so it's causing that sort of stalemate situation. He seems stuck, but I will give you some things to do in a moment. Okay, let's just carry on. Good, good, good. Yeah. Okay. I've got a woman here as well around him. So it could be that he's doing it because he's trying to block out like mother, you know, things that have happened in his past, or perhaps there's a sister around him as well, or female friends. But he will come through this. Okay, see him as the person you want him to be. So where you're saying about, you know, he's taking substances, and I feel some resentment there, see him as the David who is perfectly healthy. Okay, see him as the person you would want him to be. So when you're focusing, when you're seeing him in the 3D, still taking substances, and you're focusing on it, you're keeping it there. Okay, so see him as the person, as if you had that perfect version of him, because all versions exist. There could be as well, you might be thinking about false people around him, so like, you know, of his shady friends or whatever, however you're seeing them, misleading friends or whatever. Okay, we don't focus on them, we don't give them energy, and you know, just really focusing on what you want. Okay, because what you think and feel is what gets projected out and reflected back. So having that, yes, it is emotional, and it seems to be going slowly because of a lot of emotions involved. Okay, but I have been worried about the shady friends, yeah. But don't give them energy. Okay, just how it's always the meaning that you give to things. It's your story. You're writing the story. And that's what Spirit is telling you here. You're wiser now because you really have embraced this. Okay, you're shifting your energy, but you're writing your stories and the characters in it. So he is David in your reality, who is perfectly fit, healthy and well, always taken great care of himself, has amazing friends. You've both got a good social circle of friends. Okay, nothing has a meaning till you give it a meaning. So for you, still carry on in that playful energy, seeing yourself how you want to be together, but giving that light-hearted energy. Okay, and accepting the help from the universe, help from your higher self as well here. So yes, he is in this sort of low energy stalemate situation, perhaps because of his upbringing or mother factors or other friends around at the moment here. But see him how you want him to be. So I'm going to link, I did link 2 videos up in the chat before, because one is all about your SP is only a mirror to your assumptions. So I'll put that one here as well. So you can watch that one, will help you to see him only as you want. And the other one is acceptance of the end wills the means. So focusing on what you do want and not what you're seeing in 3D still. Okay, but it's not anything personal against me, really. No, it's not. He just seems to be, like with any addictions, we do it because it puts us in a different place so that we don't have to deal with what's going on. So it's not personal. He's not doing it to block you out or whatever. That's why Spirit is saying for you, remember that you're writing the story and how you're seeing people in it. And also just to recapture your romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So you're doing really well in how you are not reacting. Okay, you are not arguing, you're not criticizing, you're not judging, but there is that resentment within you. So you need to change that, because how you are seeing him and what you're focusing on is how he's going to keep reflecting back to you. So when I want to change a character in my movie, I will write down my perfect version of them, because all versions exist. So this is the version that I'm only going to think of them. Okay, so even like, you know, if you think of him and you start to think about the substance, just say, no, he's perfectly healthy, he's strong. Okay, and then read your perfect script about as if this is him. Okay, I'm so happy and grateful that David has always been such a bubbly, friendly, happy man or whatever. He's always so loving and caring and always taking care of himself. He's perfectly healthy. Okay, etc., etc. But those 2 videos will help you. But keep doing what you're doing. There's just a few little tweaks that you know, especially about the shady friends, because else we're giving energy to shady friends, and shady friends are going to stay there. Okay, and focusing on the problem. We don't focus and logically try and solve it. The 2 are separate. Okay, what you want and trying to fix it are 2 separate things. But both those videos will help you to understand more. Yeah, if you like looking at it as a new person, okay, the new version that you want. So there is none of the old unwanted version. That's how I do it to change people. Because if I nag them and moan them in 3D, it goes in one ear and out the other. They might change for a day or 2 or a week, but then they're back to the cells because my assumptions haven't changed. So I have to change the whole thing within so that it gets pushed out and reflected back. And how you see yourself. Okay, how do you want him to be seeing you? How do you see yourself? I'm respected, I'm valued, I'm appreciated, I am loved and adored. Okay, people love hanging out with me, etc., etc., etc. There's lots of self-concept ones that you can do. Okay. Again, you don't have to, you know, just ignore that. How, you know, change it round. He's very spiritual. Okay. Nothing has a meaning until you give it a meaning. Aquarian. Yes, you do, Stephen. And those 2 videos will help you do that. Yeah, so again, for Wendy Ann with the non-smoker, you can put in there, you know, how you see him. He's always been perfectly healthy. He's never touched. He's never smoked. He's a non-smoker. He has clean, healthy lungs. I don't know, whatever feels natural to you. Okay. Yoga Love here. Oh, right. Okay. Yes, we're definitely not seeing them on here, Yoga Love. But good, 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 good. I have seen your email. Thank you for doing that. That's interesting. Because you're seeing your chat. It's like you're a ghost. And I'm not seeing them at all. So you want deck 5. Right, okay. Good, good, good. I'm not seeing anything from you at all on here. I've got another lady who's like that. She has to pay and then do an email because none of her chat comes out. Can any of you see Yoga Love? Because she sent me a screenshot where she's seeing herself, but I'm not seeing her. Anyway, deck 5. Let's have a look. Okay, I know how to do it. Right. How many cards you got? Forgotten how many cards you've got. Right. Yeah. Okay, lovely. Right, so let me just go back to what you put here as well. Okay, so glad that he is conforming, but yes, it's showing me here that he's hot and cold. You know, he's not giving you the whole of what you want here. So it's, this card for me shows hot and cold. Okay, but again, it's only because you're very close. Okay, when I see this card, Spirit is saying you're very close to what you're getting, but you've still got thoughts that are pinning you down. Okay, and so keep practicing on what it is that you want. You're only aligning with the version that you want. The 2 videos that I put in the chat, okay, will help you as well. The last 2 that I've done. I will send them back in an email as well for you as well, so you can get them. But, you know, see him as the version of him that you want brought forward. The scales are balanced in your favor, and it is worth waiting for. Okay, divine timing, there is nothing that is sitting you on the naughty step. It's the time it takes for you to feel natural, when we're not focusing on the problem and we're seeing ourselves already in that, you know, whatever you desire, believe you have received it, or you are it. Okay, it's never about what we want, it's who we are if we had it. So if you were his wife or his girlfriend in a committed, safe relationship, you would be feeling safe and secure and loved and devoted and committed to. Okay, so it's reminding ourselves of those things as well, and that's what Spirit is doing here. You know, the luck is your luck, you're making the luck. Okay, you're holding the coin in your hand. It's your finances and your emotional security and financial security is in your hands. You're the luck. So just making sure that your sort of emotions with the second chakra, your emotions are aligned with what you do want. And we have to do that by walking in blind faith. Okay, she's got the blindfold. She's fighting off the dragons. So these are her thoughts coming in. We can't keep negative thoughts away. We can never, ever be 100% positive. We're going to have opposing thoughts come in, but we need those to see where we keep dominantly going to. So on my journey, I know that if I can sit there affirming or scripting or doing an imaginal scene, but then the next time it pops in my head, I'm going straight back to the old story. That's where I have to remind myself, okay, I need to keep affirming or whatever. Telling myself the new story, giving it the new meaning I want. When I know when I've shifted, when I think about it, and I'm going straight to the new story as if that is what I'm experiencing it. Okay, so I'm giving it to myself within first, and then I will see it in the 3D. So fighting off those thoughts still. And in order to see the change, we don't resist the change. Okay, this new egg is what you want, but still sort of resisting it a bit. So there is still some resistance there. So those videos will help you. But at least he is still around. He is still confirming a lot of what you want. Just need to tweak those two little areas there. So let me just put these into your email, then you can watch them at your leisure, my lovely. There you go. But it's certainly just, you're very close to getting what you want. Just look at those thoughts. It's definitely, you know, worth waiting for. You've obviously decided that he is the one that you are going for now. I don't know if the other one has shown up yet. That's usually what happens to some of my clients, is that the one that they've taken their focus off suddenly is hounding them, saying everything that you wanted them to say before you moved on to somebody else. Yeah, just keeping balance there. Balance in your thoughts and in your, you know, your feelings. Making sure that they're in sync with each other. And that's what I do, is checking that my thoughts are lining up with what I want, as if I already have it. So as well, where you say, you know, like he's tipsy and things like that, that might be something that you are not realizing that you're affirming as well. Like you're reacting to it internally. So, you know, there's a version of him that doesn't drink, or only drinks occasionally and social events when you go out together. So again, you can change that. Okay. If there is anybody in the midst of paying, let me know before I come off. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for getting readings. I hope they've helped. Congratulations again, Wendy Ann, for your move. Yes, it was very emotional. But nice to know that you are being told to be proud of yourself because you've done the work. I've only given you the tools and advice on Instagram and also through Spirit's guidance as well. Yes, I do as well. Like I said, you know, even though I'm channeling Spirit at the time, I, as a human, I, as me, myself, and I have to take on board what they're reminding me of as well. Because I sometimes forget that it's all down to what I'm creating, what I'm thinking. Because I can be a self-sabotager. Very much so. But again, like, you know, as Wendy Ann has shown there, she was a success story in my Get Them Back playlist. Was in no contact, even in 2020 was in no contact, but now moving in with SP. Been in touch for about a year, isn't it, Wendy Ann, I think. And he lives somewhere else, but they're moving in together. She's moving across to the other side of her country. And Wendy Ann does her shifting by scripting. Doesn't mean that you have to, but it just shows that you don't have to do imaginal scenes where you're closing your eyes, but what she is doing is writing, scripting as though it's already happened. So what some of us would imagine, she's doing it on paper or typing it out for her. Yeah, so just over a year. I thought it was. But you didn't get to see him until about April, was it? April or something, when COVID had lifted? Might have been later than that as well. I know you've been to see him a couple of times. Struggling to change my situation with my 2 children. No contest, I need to work on that. Yeah, again, just seeing yourselves as already in contact. Again, that video, Wendy Ann, about the acceptance of the end, this one, will help you as well. Hello, Sharon, my lovely. I am about to come off. If you're wanting a reading, it's paid readings only. If you're wanting a reading, then let me know and I'll stay on. But if not, I will disappear. Yes, Wendy, and it was. Sharanam, this is paid readings only, my lovely. That's okay. Okay, my lovelies, I'm going to call it a day as it's late here. And I will catch up with you all probably tomorrow. Love and light.